Let me be straight with you from the jump. Most videos about making money online are selling you something. A course, a tool, a dream. And by the time you realize it, you're $500 lighter and exactly where you started. This isn't that video. What I'm about to walk you through is the actual landscape of making money online, the stages most people go through, why the majority get stuck, and what the people who actually succeed are doing differently. No hype, no affiliate tricks buried in the first 30 seconds, just the real map. So let's draw it out. The problem nobody wants to admit. Here's a number that should scare you a little. 55%. Most people never start a side hustle at all. Not because they don't want extra money. Everyone wants extra money. It's because the internet has become so loud with proven methods and passive income secrets that most people freeze before they even begin. The information overload is real, and it's paralyzing. Then there's another group, 28%, of people who do start but stay stuck making less than $50 a month online. A trickle, barely enough to matter. That means when you add it up, 83% of people who try making money online either never start or never gain real traction. So before we talk about what works, we need to talk about why people fail, because the method is almost never the problem. I'll say that again. The method is almost never the problem. The real problem has a name: shiny object syndrome. This is what happens when you spend a week on drop shipping, then pivot to print on demand, then try Amazon, then dabble in crypto trading, then consider starting a social media agency, all within a single month. You're not building anything, you're collecting starting lines with no finish lines. Think about it like digging for gold. You dig 10 feet, nothing. You dig 20 feet, still nothing. So you quit, walk 50 yards over, and start digging again from scratch. What you didn't know is that at 25 feet, right where you gave up, there was gold. The person who kept digging hit it. You're out here starting over for the fourth time. Commitment to one thing is the actual strategy. Not the exciting part, but the most important part. Picking your path, skills versus products. All right, so you're committed to starting. Now what do you actually do? There are two broad lanes, and you need to be honest with yourself about which one fits your life right now. Lane 1, sell a skill. If you already know how to do something, video editing, graphic design, web development, copywriting, bookkeeping, even managing social media accounts, you have a business right now, you just haven't packaged it yet. Freelancing platforms like Upwork, Fiverr, and TopTal connect skilled people with clients who need work done and don't want to hire full-time employees. The demand is not going away. Companies are cutting staff and outsourcing more than ever. That's your opportunity. The beauty of the skill route is low startup cost and fast first dollar. You can make your first payment this week if you move quickly. The downside is it trades time for money. You only earn when you work. So it's a great starting point, but it has a ceiling unless you eventually productize or build a team around your skill. Option 2, sell products. Don't have a marketable skill yet or just don't want to deal with clients? Product-based businesses are your lane. Now, a lot of people hear sell products online and immediately picture a garage full of inventory, dealing with suppliers, packing boxes at midnight. That used to be the reality. It's not anymore. The model that has changed the game is called drop shipping, specifically when it's set up properly and treated like a real business rather than a get-rich-quick scheme. Here's how it works in plain English. You set up an online store. A customer places an order. A supplier ships the product directly to your customer. You never touch the inventory. You're essentially the marketing layer between a supplier and a buyer, and you pocket the margin in between. When this works, it works well. When it fails, and it often does fail for beginners, it's almost always because of one of three reasons. 1, the person picked a saturated niche with no differentiation. 2, they gave up before the store had enough traffic to convert. Or 3, they tried to do everything manually and burned out. The solution to all three is the same. Pick a focused niche, give it real time, at minimum 6 months, and automate the operational side so your energy goes towards marketing. Then, the 16% who actually make it work. Here's the number that matters. Only 16% of people who start making money online ever consistently earn more than $50 a month. Within that 16%, there's a massive range, from $51 a month all the way to $10,000 a month and beyond. But that group shares some clear habits that separate them from the 84% still spinning their wheels. Let me break down exactly what those habits look like. Habit 1. They treat it like a business, not a lottery ticket. The people making real money online are not waiting for a video to go viral and save them. They show up every single day, writing, creating, testing, adjusting. They track their numbers. They know their conversion rates, their traffic sources, their average order value. They're not guessing, they're operating. And part of operating like a real business means constantly testing. Testing different product descriptions, testing different images, testing different ways of presenting your offer to different types of customers. Here's a truth that most beginners overlook. Even small tweaks to a product description or a single photo can dramatically change how many people actually buy. The winners don't assume they've figured it out. They keep testing until the numbers tell them they have. Habit 2. They show, don't just tell. This is where most people's marketing completely falls apart. They post a product, slap a link in the description, and wonder why nobody is buying. The problem is they're assuming customers will connect the dots themselves. They won't. Let me give you a real example. Say you're selling custom gaming controllers. Just posting a gameplay clip with a link underneath isn't enough. People need a clear, specific reason to buy. So instead of hoping viewers figure it out, you show them. You get the controller on camera up close. You demonstrate exactly how the extra buttons, the paddles, the trigger stops, actually change how the game is played. You explain in plain language how these features help players react faster and get a competitive edge. And then, this is the move most people skip, you compare it directly to a standard controller so the difference is impossible to miss. If customers can't clearly see the product, understand what makes it different, and immediately picture how it benefits their life, they will not buy. It really is that simple. Your job isn't just to show the product, it's to make the decision feel obvious. Habit 3. They build trust before they ask for money. People need proof before they spend, especially with brands they've never heard of. Think about it. Would you buy a fitness program promising incredible results if there were 0 before and after photos and not a single review? Of course not. So if you're just starting out and you don't have customers yet, here's what you do. Order your own product and record an unboxing video showing people exactly what they'll receive. Ask friends or family to test the product and leave honest feedback. Get real people using and reacting to what you're selling and put that on camera. Social proof isn't a nice to have. It's the difference between a store that converts and one that just gets traffic. Habit 4. They build an audience before they need one. Whether it's a TikTok account, a YouTube channel, an email list, or a niche Instagram page, the people winning online have built some kind of audience they can reach repeatedly. This is the leverage that makes everything else cheaper and faster. Here's a real number to put it in perspective. If a TikTok video gets 100,000 views and just 1% of those viewers buy a $10 product, that's $10,000 in revenue from a single piece of free content, one video, no ad spend. That's the power of audience-first thinking. Habit 5. They solve a real problem for a real person. The products and services that actually sell online aren't the ones with the fanciest branding or the most features. They're the ones that solve a specific problem for a specific type of person. When you can describe your customer's problem better than they can describe it themselves, you've already won half the marketing battle. If you have reached this far watching the video, make sure you have shared, liked, and leave a comment on what you want me to be talking about in the next video. The secret stage, the elite 1%. Now, I told you there was a secret stage, and here it is. Beyond running a successful side hustle, there is a level that I estimate less than 1% of people ever reach. This is what I call running an elite side hustle. And what separates these people from everyone else comes down to one single word: reinvesting. Most people think the goal of making money is to spend it on nice things. And look, there's nothing wrong with enjoying what you earn, but the people in the top 1% understand something different. They know that the real power of money is using it to make even more money. When you're just starting out, the best investment isn't the stock market, it's your own business. Unlike stocks where you sit back and wait, you have full control over how fast your side hustle grows. Every dollar you put back in is a dollar working directly under your direction. So what does smart reinvestment actually look like? First, upgrade your tools. In the beginning, you're probably doing everything manually, editing your own photos, writing every product description yourself, handling every customer message yourself. That's fine when you're starting, but once the money begins coming in, investing in tools that save you time directly translates to scale. Time is your scarcest resource. Buy it back.